In this week's Parashat tazria, someone who reads it peripherally, it might seem to read like a dermatology textbook. Page after page of descriptions of a particular skin disease called tzara'at and its treatment are recorded in the Parashat. In short, tzara'at was a spiritual ailment of biblical times that affected slanderers and gossipers. What would happen is, a white patch would appear on the skin of the gossiper, and it would only go away following a period of isolation outside the camp. Which obviously raises the question, what would the ailment accomplish? In what way did the offended person benefit? A thief, for example, the Torah stipulates, must repay the victim double the stolen property value. But the perpetrator of Lashon Hara is not required to pay specific monetary damages to the victim. And the question is why? Surely that would be more beneficial to the victim than the fact that the offender was afflicted with skin disease. Perhaps the Torah's message about the impossibility of repayment is telling. Because ultimately, no money in the world can cause someone to recover from the damage of painful words. Finances can never adequately compensate for the pain of disparaging words. And a glimpse into the pain, anguish, and frustration that comes from words was observed worldwide at the beginning of this week, in the evening of the Oscars. The presenter of the show, a stand-up comedian, made a distasteful, humorous comment about an actor's wife who sports a shaved head. Unfortunately for the presenter, it's not a fashion statement, but an illness which causes hair loss. The actor, defending his wife's honor, slapped the presenter across the face. Although he later apologized, all the discussion in the media revolved around this terrible action of violence, and there's no place for it, not in the ceremony and nowhere else. Now, while no one disagrees with that, what had been completely overlooked is the insensitivity of mocking another's appearance. Because if physical violence is no-goer, then verbal savagery is equally dangerous and wrong. This is therefore the message of this week's parasha. The only remedy for Lashon Hara is to prevent it in the first place. By experiencing utter isolation, the wrongdoer may feel what it's like to be in the shoes of the victim. Maybe then they will be driven to repent and make amends. I guess we still have a long way to go to eradicate Lashon Hara, but hopefully we can take the message of this week's parasha and always remember that each individual in this world is precious and special, and only worthy of admiration and respect. Never is there a justification to speak negatively or disparagingly about another, not even using the excuse of, it's only humor and jokes. Shabbat shalom.